Hey y'all, it's Anime Kim, and today I'm going to be reading the 47th episode of Gegege no Kitarou. In this episode, it fucking annihilated me emotionally. Oh god. Like, if any of y'all seen the live reaction, I even okay, I'm not going to give spoilers. If y'all haven't seen the episode yet, watch the episode first and then see the review, because this is an episode that should not be spoiled at all. Alright, now that I got the warning out of the way, this episode made me cry, and I'll link the live reactions. The ending. I was so emotionally distraught watching the finale of the episode that I just gave the rating and that's it. I couldn't get my thoughts together. And let me explain why. This episode did a great job of, first off, starting off happily, making it seem like humans and yokai were gonna live peacefully. And I like how it started out with this guy using drones to follow what Kitarou is doing when Kitarou saves these babies. Yokais get some reputation and they get acknowledged, and I thought that was great world building, because since the Tanuki episode I've been waiting for, when are humans going to acknowledge yokai and their existence? When is it going to spread out on the internet? And I thought, so it took a while, but hey, you know what they say, better late than fucking never. Obviously it would have been better if this would have been done earlier, but you know what, fuck it. They did a great job doing it. And then this fucking episode just tore me apart. It was like, Jesus. Nanashi he had more impact in one fucking episode than Backbeard's whole squad did in the span of 13 episodes. That's how amazing this episode was. But before I talk about that evil, conniving, manipulative, evil motherfucker who is an amazing villain, I gotta say, let me just talk about saying how this episode, I liked how everything seemed happy. Mana and Kitarou were happy, and Catchick, and I like how even Kitarou explained how he's changed, interacting with humans more, and his relationships deepening. And then when these two couple blamed a yokai for stealing their baby, for having the baby in critical condition, when it was just these two assholes having this baby pretty much not taking care of this baby, I was like, fuck. And it feels just like real life too, because there's always bad apples that ruin it for everyone else. Like in YouTube, when you got people who ruin it for everyone else, like with that apocalypse, it just feels that same way. And then seeing the sequences where people start blaming the yokai for stealing a baby when she didn't do it. Because in the first half, this yokai did steal babies, but then in the second half she didn't, but they still blame the same yokai. And then seeing the sequences where these humans wanted to kill this yokai, but it escaped in time. It was just sad and depressing. And then seeing Catchick depressed about this whole situation. And then it was just sad. And then having to see Catchick try to take care of the situation of someone trying to blame the yokai for these troubles. And it ended up in an epic scene. But what I really liked about this twist was, I like how Toei set it up for like an emotional mindfuck. And that is what I really thought was masterful about this episode, the way they framed the information. Because you had Mana have this phone, and she was going to visit her mom, because she works for this company that makes this app. So everything seemed normal. But then Catchick goes to the same building, kills this yokai, but it ends up being Mana's mother that was stabbed by Catchick. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was just screaming at the screen. And then all of a sudden Mana gets like the fifth seal, and then something inside her, some kind of power unlocks, and then she annihilates Catchick in one hit. And that's when I was like screaming at the screen. I was like, oh no. And like that's what elevated this episode to a masterclass. Because not only did we get a lot of story progression, because the world now knows about yokai, we got to see Nanashi have impact. He pretty much caused the deaths of Mana's mother and Cat Chick all in the span of a fucking episode. Nanashi also made humans hate yokai all in the span of a fucking episode. Like, so not only this episode is phenomenal from a story standpoint, it did great from a character standpoint. In just the span of a fucking episode, Nashi has done so much damage between human and yokai relations that who the fuck knows if it's gonna be completely healed. And you know what? Even though I fucking don't like that Cat Chick died, she's my favorite character in the show. It was amazing from the narrative standpoint. I mean, the stakes in Gegege no Kitarou, I mean, they had to be increased, and sadly a fan favorite like Neko, to raise the stakes, that had to happen. And to see her annihilated by Mana was just fucking crazy shit. So that's why I thought it did great from that character standpoint. It made Nanashi into a memorable villain. He is by far the best Gegege no Kitarou villain. That's why I thought this episode was masterful. You had some character development for Cat Chick. She tried to solve it on her own. And it was sad how she accepted that the human and yokai relationship. It was sad when she realized that it couldn't really be 100% smooth. So she tried to take care of this yokai framing situation. But then to cause the death of Mana is more than to see Cat Chick distressed. Like, that was sad. And then when Mana accidentally obliterated Cat Chick was also a depressing scene. So this, from a character standpoint, is phenomenal because it's going to set up Mana for some major character development. Shit. So it opens the door for that. We honestly got to see a lot of Kitarou character development when he's happier, but obviously that's going to go away in the next episode because, well, Cat Chick is dead, so yeah. So that's why I thought this episode did great from the character standpoint also. Did wonders for Neko, Mana, and Kitarou's character development, aside of giving Nanashi his characterization. Animation art were great when it had to have impact, it made impact. And that's why this episode, I cannot rate it anything less than 11.1 out of 10. This episode was like the best Gegege no Kitarou episode. No, this episode was the best anime episode I've seen in a spring season. I mean, not spring, I mean a winter season anime. That is how fucking great it was. Like, this episode had me in tears when I finished watching the episode. It made me angry. It's like, it made me happy at the start. Then it depressed me. And then it made me angry, but then it made me sad. But that was all in a good way. That's why I gotta tip my hat to Zoe. And I'm honestly I am hyped for next week. Next week's probably gonna be a sad episode. But yeah. Now I understand why Toei did the 2-week rake. This episode, honestly, was phenomenal. Alright, guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching. Almost forgot to mention, I also like the themes of the whole situation of there's always good and bad apples, as shown in this episode too, with Nanashi being the bad yokai and everyone else being the good one. It's also like that theme. And also, I'm proud of Gegege no Kitarou getting a season 2. Obviously the show deserved it for the consistent quality it has, and I'm hyped up for next week. So anyways, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.